as the 5 red lights come on. And that looks like interesting. If we're missing two cars on the grid, as the 5 red lights go out and we are go. They appear again as the lights go green. Anytime today, there we go. Danny Beresney leads them away from pole position as Shembolic Bassi slots in second place. I don't think he'll be too bothered though, because it's all about the run up the hill. He might be bothered now though, because here comes TRL Limitless pulling alongside into that first turn. They're going side by side up the hill, and Shembolic Bassi has got the traction as they make their way through Eau Rouge for the first time of 11. It's Danny Beresney from Shembolic Bassi and TRL Limitless. Shembolic Bassi a little bit wide there as they reach the top of the hill, and Charles Leclerc is right behind them. But here comes Shembolic Bassi, as we spoke about, already pulling alongside Danny Beresney. Is he going to take the lead on the opening lap? No, he's not. Danny cuts in, and look at Limitless diving through there. So close between them. Look at Leclerc trying to go round the outside. He can't quite do it. He gets Limitless, who has to back out. It's Beresney from Bolic Bassi, from Charles Leclerc, and Lando Norris round the outside, Adam. Nicholas Latifi on board as he looks at the back of TRL Limitless, who's actually having a look at Lando Norris. Oh, go on, JD, round the outside. No, he can't quite do it. Oh, has he done it? No, he's not. As JD, he's been clipped by Latifi.
Meanwhile, a battle for the lead, and Shembolic Bassi on the left-hand side trying to take the lead off Danny Beresney, and he's done it the long way around there, supremely close with the front wing, but he's done it on the Hungarian, and now maybe Danny... Charles Leclerc makes a mistake. That's how hard the F1 drivers are having.
Let's see if he's going to go for a move or if he's considering that pit stop. Here we go then. Danny Beresney, look how close he is. It is Nasser versus Verstappen from a few years ago. And Danny down the inside makes it work. Verstappen went the outside back then. This time Danny goes to the inside. But look, here comes Shembolic Bassi still trying to fight back. Still no sign of a pit stop from Danny Beresney. And Bolic Bassi's unable to go through.
Going to finally come in for that first pit stop potentially. Yes. Oh no, he's side by side. That's why he went down the order. He was side by side with Cembra Bassi. He's now fighting into turn 1. The Turkish driver on the outside, the Hungarian defense to the inside there. He sticks the nose in. So these two, the gloves are off already. Early doors here in this race, Andy. Now Beresney takes the lead back, but these two swapping. And now Leclerc, will he make a move into Eau Rouge? I don't think so.
I think Leclerc's going to have a glorious opportunity at the end of this straight. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny and Cem were just playing cat and mouse there in the slipstream or on the DRS line perhaps. And here comes Leclerc through the middle. Charles Leclerc in between the two esports drivers. Who's going to come out on top? It's Leclerc into the braking zone. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. There were 3 wide. Beresney's out of shape. Into the side of Bolic Bassi he goes, but Charles Leclerc has mugged them off on the run up the hill.
Where again the slipstream is so powerful in the F1 2019 game. So here comes the Toro Rosso driver on the left-hand side there. These two, it's a drag race now towards Blanchimont. Leclerc on the outside, Bolic Bassi on the inside there. It's flat out, and Leclerc keeps his foot in. Beresney may also get involved. Lando Norris, it's 2 by 2 here as these guys go side by side now for the entire section. Leclerc dives at it though into the pit lane, as well as Lando Norris. The two F1 drivers, interestingly, duck out here at maybe the correct time, Andy. The Ferrari in P6 as now we cut onto that battle. And there you can see Fittipaldi swapping positions with Latifi. Latifi on the outside there, shoots it with a long dive, and onto the racing point of Dave Gaming gets involved there. So Dave Gaming, content creator, getting involved in this scrap with a Formula 1 driver and F2 driver there. Really great stuff. The Haas car though ahead in P3. Latifi's also been mugged off by Dave Gaming, who's into P4, but they go side by side through turn 1, and Latifi gets through, and now Beresney joins the party as well. Andy, it's all kicking off here behind for the battle for P3 down to P6.
It's unbelievable, side by side into Rouge. Oh, wow, unbelievable. Getting flashbacks from Webber there against Alonso as Charles Leclerc regains the lead at the front from Shembolic Bassi. But look at this, Pietro Fittipaldi, unbelievable. It's like a Formula 1. That never works. Somehow these guys have made it work. Beresney up to 4th, Dave Gaming into 5th, and Nicholas Latifi 6th.
Behind as we now go through the shot here. You can see there Beresney pulling long on the outside before Blanchimont, and Latifi now going the long way around. It's 2 by 2 into Blanchimont twice there. Beresney on Fittipaldi, and it's going to be Latifi on Dave Gaming down the inside. Side by side they go. Can Dave try and hang it through, get the nose in? No, he can't. Latifi gets it done, and he's up into P5. And meanwhile, Cem set this move up now, the move on the last lap of the Grand Prix for the race lead. Can he do it?
Well, as you said before, he's done very, very well. You can't get much closer than that through the middle sector without overtaking them, and he's now right where he needs to be. He beat Charles Leclerc last week. It was on penalties. Can he beat him this week on the racetrack as they go through Blanchimont for the final time here in race 1? It's still Bollock-Bassey in the lead. He's trying to put, Leclerc in the lead. He's trying to pull alongside, but he can't do it. What about into the braking zone, into the bus stop? He tries to go round the outside. Can he make it work? Leclerc squeezes him. He bundles across the curb, and Bollock-Bassey is in front for now, but is he still in front as we reach the line? My screen's frozen side by side, and they're separated by not 1-3. Goodness gracious me, that is.
Here we go then, lining up towards 5 red lights for race number 2 here at the Not the GP at Spa. You've got Chris Lake on pole position as we wait for those lights to fully go out here from the replay system. And the lights are going to be out any second now, and they are. And Giovinazzi gets a decent exit there, and he's into first place. The Italian leads the Belgian GP here. Chris Lake on the outside. Jean-Eric Vergne dives down the inside with Lando Norris there, up into 3rd place. So 2 F1 drivers in the top 3 already, but Lando, oh my! It's a massive kerfuffle there with the 2 Renaults. And Ian Poulter and Chris Lake come to all the while. Giovinazzi in a world of his own, just having a nice old time in P1, Andy.
Well, I don't think you could have summed it up better than a kerfuffle, to be honest, because that's exactly what it was. We've got a yellow flag out there, but here comes Lando Norris attacking Jean-Eric Vergne round the outside. He thinks about it. Vergne breaks very, very late, perhaps too late. No, he makes it work. He gets it stopped and retains P2. Lando Norris right up behind him. We've got several drivers dropping down to the field. Well, go on, Lando, down the inside. Look how tight that is on the cross. Off the racetrack he goes. Vergne says thank you and goes straight back underneath him. And look at Ian Poulter, the postman now, getting involved. So tight on this opening lap. It's so important that the quick guys stay out of trouble. And down the inside there, and round goes one of the Haas cars. That's Fittipaldi, and he loses 3, 4, 5 places in the one corner, Arif. And
here we go, Bollock-Bassey versus Bresnay. These two, I mean, we've seen how often Bresnay's come through fields from Veloce squad sprint series, and so he's doing the same again along with Bollock-Bassey here. Now there's go through Blanchimont, side-by-side action between Latifi, and I think that was Noel Miller in the McLaren as well. And now you've got Matty trying to go around the outside of an F1 Esports driver, and he's actually made it work down the inside of Bresnay there. So Bresnay having to give some room, but Matty really going for it. This Grand Prix now, Bresnay up into P6, Bollock-Bassey P5, but not for too long. I'm sure they'll be mincing JP Smith down this straight, working as a team here. And look at that double toe, 3 wide down the Kemmel straight, very fine margins there. Danny now the long way around on Cem in the Toro Rosso. I think he's got the move done. Yes, great move there for the Hungarian. Antonio Giovinazzi in first place, Lando Norris in P2. Historically, these two haven't had the best of luck with technical, difficulties on the F1 game. So I'm really hoping they stay in this GP, because that would be great to see. Giovinazzi v Norris, v Vergne, v Bresnay, v Bollock-Bassey. Now we see a Red Bull.
That's Vergne.
That was, oh wow, okay. Yeah, so commentator's curse there, Andy. Commentator's curse. Now he's going to be electric and one to really watch, as now we continue to watch this fight between Latifi and, well, 2 Ferraris here. As now he's behind.
Oh, Matty!
What on earth has occurred there? Andy, take over, because every time I'm talking about someone, oh no.
This is actually unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
You know what, Andy, please take over the reins. Every time I talk, something has occurred on the F1 game. I'm bad juju, apparently.
To second, but this is Charles Leclerc we're watching, who has not had any issues so far. Fingers crossed it remains that way as he gets close to the back of Nicholas Latifi on lap number 5 out of 11.
Oh no! At the place, at the place where it's so easy to go wide there, hit the wall on the outside. Charles Leclerc has made a massive error. Very much so. I mean, I've mentioned before, he's done a lot of work in the last 2 weeks to kind of fix his wheel setup and everything. As we see Williams stricken there, Latifi, and now the two that collided in race 1 are side by side. Remember, Latifi took out Tyrrell Limitless in race number 1, and Limitless now trying to go down the inside, waits into turn 1 to get the DRS, I'm sure, towards the Kemmel straight. But as I was mentioning, yeah, Ian's improved massively over the last 2
as Jay Peachmeat now passes the ghosting car of Lando Norris. And look at Limitless down the inside into Stallo, and he's done it just where we saw Charles Leclerc in the wall. Brave stuff there from Limitless to get the move done. He knows he had to do it, because look who's breathing down his neck. It is Nicholas Latifi, the Formula 1 driver, going past Poulter through Blanchimont. He's lost it big time. Is he in the wall? I think he might be. And Poulter clings on to ninth for a little bit longer as Latifi gets sideways and may have clipped the barrier. I'm not too sure if he's got damage
so far in this GP, but now Fittipaldi in the Haas looking to do something. DRS open down the inside, should be a pretty booked-in move, I would say, but no, Jay Peachmeat gives a good fight. They're still side by side, but now Fittipaldi gets the elbows out there, but fantastic effort there by Peachmeat, to be honest, in races. But here we go then through the final bends, Danny Bresnay to take the win.
Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes then, Danny Beresnay, the Hungarian driver, winner twice in the F1 Esports Series in 18 and 19 around this track. He's going to win here as well. Danny Beresnay comes across the line. He beats Shembolik Bassi, who comes home second. A valiant effort from him in his performance. But look at this, another sensational performance on debut from Dave Gaming.
Be very proud, very, very proud. The two German content creators, they've done themselves mega, especially Dave Gaming, like I said, already won the driver of the day in race 1, and maybe do it in race 2 as in Poulter cuts the corner, and I think he's he's lost P7 on the line to our content creator, Tim Mardik.